2026 Corolla LE, almost $25,000. Interesting, isn't it? I've never sold cars, but I have worked for Toyota many years ago. Toyota was very helpful for me in my life. Hi, Fred. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Mary. Welcome to this morning's Beach Report. We're going to have an action-packed week. No, an action-packed month, because it is spring break here in Florida. But I had to come and service my car today. So I seem to be checking out every Toyota dealership up and down the eastern seaboard. Good morning, Gretchen. And this is probably the 7th one I've been to in the past several years. Maybe two or 3 years. It seems like, seriously, how many I've tried. There's the one in Bradenton. There's the one in Naples. I agree, Fred. We're going to talk about Toyota cars. And I have been a Toyota driver for the past, I'm going to say, 20 years. Good morning, Holly. Hello, everybody. You can hear the car beep, beep, beep. Well, it is a dealership, so you're going to hear the beep, beep, beep. Now I'm going to go stand over here where I have a little bit of shade because it's fixing to be a hot, sunny day here in South Florida. And March is one of the best times for the weather. We can pretty much count on dependable Florida weather with lots of sunshine and not very much rain. Unfortunately, we have been having a drought. This is our dry season, but it's been unseasonably dry. Hi, Danny boy. Yes, I am early today. Boxing class. That sounds very healthy, and if anybody messes with you, 1, 2, right? I love exercising. I love moving around in the world. And I love doing the beach report for you guys. Anyway, what is special about this particular Toyota dealership that I feel compelled to take you here? Because this is one of the largest Toyota dealerships in the country. True fact. And it's called AutoNation, but the reason it's called AutoNation, apparently all of the car dealerships here are called AutoNation. So this area, part of Fort Myers, Florida, is full of car dealerships. And you guys, you know, you've got that one street in your town that is all car dealerships, right? They're just one after the other. That's the way it is here in AutoNation, Florida. But what is very interesting to me is that this little town of Fort Myers, Florida, that literally nobody probably ever heard of 10 years ago, has had such a huge boon in growth. It is breathtaking. For instance, there's a neighborhood near here called Coral Springs. Coral Springs, I think it's, yeah, Coral Springs, Florida. Right outside of Fort Myers, a little bit north. Pine Island is near there. Anyway, this just 5 years ago was actually notedly the largest growing neighborhood in the country. And if you doubt that, you have only to come to AutoNation, Florida, and see the fact that this is home to one of the largest Toyota dealerships, and maybe also Ford and other companies, because they're all here. Fred just sold his 1989 Toyota pickup truck last year and got twice the money that you paid for it new. What? That is amazing. I love Toyota because the cars are so dependable and you don't ever have to worry. And I have loved every Toyota I have ever owned. But I wanted to let you guys know that a huge dealership like this, I want to know, do I get better service here? Well, already I would say yes, because I tried to take my car to the dealership in Naples where I took it the last time, and I loved it. Germain Toyota was so beautiful inside. It is very Naples, okay? It's definitely where the rich people go to buy their Toyotas. A really top of the line, beautiful dealership. And I greatly enjoyed being there, and I loved their coffee too. And they had all sorts of snacks and all sorts of cool things, which I like that about Toyota dealerships. Now I'm here at AutoNation, and even though it is one of the largest Toyota dealerships, it's like number 2 in Florida and one of the top 5 in the entire country. But I'm not finding it to be particularly plush in the visitor section. So I just have that to say about it. However, they do win for me because Germain Toyota, well, they take walk-ins off season. They were absolutely underwater today. Like, they had so many people, and I like to walk in. I don't like to make plans. I'll be like, hey, got to get my car serviced. Can you do it now? Let's go. And Germain, well, they took me in like that last time. This time they're like, you got to make an appointment. So I said, okay. And then I looked and I called AutoNation. Hi, Nicole. And they said, can you come now? I said, I'll be right there. And they took me right away. So I did like that too. So that is definitely a plus. Anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know that this is it's like Florida's best kept secret here in South Florida, Fort Myers area. But I'm thinking it's not a secret anymore. So the beach report is going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to be traveling. So we're in travel mode. Not yet. That's why I am at the dealership to make sure that my car it just needed one of those routine things, you know, not anything that's a big hairy deal. Just doing what we got to do to maintain our Toyotas. Because it is one thing to buy one of the world's most reliable cars, but in order for the car to be reliable, you have to do your part too, and they do have a strict maintenance schedule, and it is helpful, and it is free. Well, okay, nothing's for free, but I paid for it, so this is what we're doing. Good morning, Luann. It was so wonderful to spend time with you yesterday. We love it when Luann visits us from Iowa. We always have a great time with her. So that's right, Nicole. We're going to be driving around Florida. Actually, we're going to go check out the Florida Keys. I think I mentioned this yesterday. Hello, Barbara. Good to see you. Good morning, everybody. So yeah, this afternoon, we're heading over to the east coast of Florida, and we will be doing some day trips through the Florida Keys. We might pop into Key West, and yes, my BFF is going to be with me, Gina. She started out as a follower like almost 10 years ago, and now she is literally one of my very best friends who I love dearly. So she comes and visits quite often, and when she's in town, we get around and we do a lot of fun things together. So it's going to be a blast because wherever Gina goes, the fun ensues. Gina and I are peas in a pod. In fact, when I talk about our relationships, it's like we're like 5-year-olds at a slumber party. I mean, you can't even get us to go to bed at night because we are ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba and singing and dancing all the time. So that's me and my friends. That's how we behave. Yes, absolutely, Nicole. We will definitely be doing a sunset show And if we run into something cool before then we'll be doing a show for that. I intend to take Gina into the Florida Everglades. I do have a pass for the national park, the Everglades National Park, which is amazing, where all the gators live. I do have to make sure there's no fire problems there, because the Everglades have been burning lately because of the drought. There have been some uncontained wildfires, and we will be avoiding the wildfires. But as far as I know, the Florida Keys are safe, so we might just go there. I have the state park pass now, so we're going to check out some of those parks, because state parks in the Florida Keys, so much fun, and right off of one of the third largest coral reefs in the world. So really, really cool wildlife. We'll get to see all sorts of things. So yes, Thelma and Louise. We're not as bad as Thelma and Louise, Danny boy. We're like very tame Thelma and Louise. And Gina's not with me right now, but she will be soon. She is visiting with her sister right now. So you know it, Luann. You stay beachfront, and God willing, we'll be back to spend more time with you at your paradise villa. I know, Nicole, you were like, what? It's Jill. I have to make more of an effort to come on earlier for you guys. I am doing a lot of tweaks to the beach report right now, because I now have to share you guys with Facebook, since Facebook reinstated me. Now, are you an influencer who was kicked off of Facebook or shadow banned without really even knowing it, like I was? It was shocking. All of a sudden, Facebook tells me that I'm good to go and no longer considered an adult sexual exploiter. Yeah, that's what they told me that I did. So wrong that they had to hide me from everybody. And now I do a show on my Facebook beach report, and everyone's like, where have you been? No. And I was making all these posts, and like nobody was seeing them. It was pretty pathetic. Don't do Facebook, Nicole. Don't do it. Facebook is evil and rotten to the core. But it is where I started the beach report, and where I have followers who've been following me for more than 10 years. So I have a Facebook family. I'm never going to, completely disown them, because they're the reason I do the beach report, honestly. So yes, it takes a long time when you go to the dealership. I know, nobody likes it. However, I don't mind it, because it gives me a chance to get some work done. And I have a lot of work to do, like constantly, like all the time. You know, it's so funny. They want to give us these AI tools and tell us that we can schedule posts months out. How is that possible? I don't even know what I'm doing tomorrow, let alone next week. And I don't know what the news is going to throw at us in the next hour, let alone the next day, week, or month. So I have a Toyota. I don't think it's great for me to tell everybody exactly what kind of car I have and what it looks like, even though it is such a common Toyota that, yeah, have fun finding me. I'm like a needle in a haystack. So anyway. Oh, look, a hater is here. Hi, hater. I love you, sender. I'm sorry you don't like Trump. You don't have to like him, but do realize... Oh, wait, look, guys. It's the Red Baron. It's literally the Red Baron. I wonder if Snoopy's in there. Anyway. Yeah, you know what? If we didn't have President Trump today, we would have Kamala Harris. Like, really? Like, really? Do you really think that would be better? And I don't know if you've heard Kamala Harris lately. I think this was yesterday. But she's like, I would never touch Iran. They've been threatening us for most of my lifetime. Iran has been a threat to not just the United States and Israel, but basically the whole world. And President Trump dealing with them appropriately is what I voted for. So I don't know how you could not like him. I mean, you don't have to like him, but what he's doing for you to keep you safe, you should very much appreciate that. Especially after you have had to deal with a world gone mad. I have my 11s. Thank you for pointing that out, Gaming Willis. That's right. I squint in the sun. It's not frowning, it's squinting. Everybody's looking to be a critic, right? That's absolutely right. And you know what? I could put makeup on it. I could hide it from you. I could be all self-conscious, but guess what? I don't care what you think about me. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I care what God thinks about me. And if I've got some tan lines or some wrinkles, guess what? I've earned every single one of them. Yeah, I smile all the time and I squint. My mom always warned me about my 11s. But I don't care. Does it make me a different person? Does it change who I am? I don't think it does. And I kind of welcome people like this hater, because you guys need to know how to deal with people like this. You can't let them offend you. I mean, the hater is clearly trying to get me mad. And, you know, it's I genuinely care about what people think about you. Okay, whatever. I don't care what you think about me. I care what God thinks about me. But I do this show, by the way, because I care about you, not what you think about me. I care what you think about yourself. I care what you think about the world that you live in. I care what you think about other people, because people who are constantly critical of other people, you know, they always say when you've got one finger pointing, you've got three pointing back at you. So you are actually asking to be judged when you judge others. I don't judge other people, because honestly, that is not my job. That's God's job. But if you come after me, karma will take care of you. I'm sorry, she's my best friend. It happens all the time. Exactly, Nicole points it out. The Gaming Willis is showing us all who the Gaming Willis is. And you're not saying anything about me. You're just talking about yourself. Exactly. You're the bad guy. You just showed us you're the bad guy. So don't complain about being the bad guy when you actually showed us that you are. Yeah, we are Trump supporters. Danny Boy wants to be a mod. Well, how about this? If you guys will join my membership, I'll make you a mod. It's only $5 a month. Not even $5 a month. Just saying. It shows me that you have skin in the game. So for $5 a month, you want to be a mod, be a mod. That's how we're going to do it from now on. Yeah, Bird Band Karma really has helped me in so many ways, because I'm an influencer, and so I put myself out there, and people are constantly coming after me. People are so angry, mostly because I'm a happy person. For some reason, some people just hate happy people. And yes, I'm a Trump supporter. Yes, wait, you might want to run, Bird. You might want to leave. But everybody who follows me and loves me is probably a Trump supporter. Not everybody, because I had one person just say that they don't support Trump, but they do love me. So, yeah. You know what, Nicole? I really, again, don't care what they say about me, and don't worry about it. But if you don't like it, you are welcome to kick them off, because you, my friend, are a mod and a supporter. So you do what you want. If it really bothers you how people talk to me, go ahead and kick them off. It doesn't bother me, by the way. Hello, Terry. And here's something else that I've learned about my show, is that I have so much love coming from so many people that I really don't have to worry about the occasional haters, because for every one person who comes on and wants to criticize me, there's 100 people who love me, and most of whom are saying nothing because they're smart. Oh, I love you too, Nicole. Anyway, I just got a text from my girl Gina, so I think that she might be ready to start our fun adventures. So this is just kind of a teaser beaser for you. I did want to show you the amazing, humongous Toyota Nation, but really, it just looks like every other Toyota dealership. It's not all that. Oh no, Stuart's an influenza-er. I love you, Stuart. You're hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, it's a show. It is actually a show. You can say it's not. I don't, again, care what you think, but the people who watch me for real and have been supporting me for more than 10 years know exactly that the Beach Report is a variety show. And there is nothing like the Beach Report anywhere on the internet or on television or anything. And where else? Where else can you look at amazing Florida sights that you would never get to see otherwise, and even hear all sorts of musical stylings by someone who doesn't even know how to sing? Yeah, I don't need to be on TV because guess what? TV doesn't work anymore, but I used to be on TV, so you can chew on that for a while. I'm actually a former television writer, and I had my own commercial on Nickelodeon. It's on here, so you can look at it. This is live. Gracie! Gracie's here. Hello, hello. Hi, Gretchen. Yes, so I'm going to have a lot of adventures this week, actually all month, because it is spring break here in Florida. And I know that you guys did not expect to see me this early in the morning. I'm usually not showing up later. Oh, look, Bird Band's an anti-Semite. That's great. Just told us who you are. Yes, I was raised Jewish, and I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. So call me whatever you want. I don't care. Again, I'm working for him. It's so good to see you, Gracie. I haven't seen you live in a while. I have a lot of very wonderful people who follow me. Yeah. Yes, I'm completely delusional. Oh, look, Nicole had enough of you. And I love you, Nicole. I love my mods. They do take care of me, and they take care of the chat. Because it isn't right that these nasty people should take up any oxygen when I am only trying to spread love and honesty and happiness and feeling good about yourself. I love happy energy, Nicole, and I like people who come on and reflect the happy energy back at me. Because when they spread that dark, evil energy, that nastiness, that trying to bring me down, when I'm all smiles all the time, what are you doing? Danny says, what does it matter? Difference of opinion. This lady spreads joy and positivity. We just love our countries and our patriots. Bye, Danny boy. I'm always happy to see you here. Yeah, exactly. Scroll on if you don't like happiness. You can do it, Gracie. That's why I give you people the power to be mods, because I understand that it is not nice for you to see those people. I will deal with them for as long as I have to, and that's just the way that is. Because if I kick them off, then they really complain, right? But then again, I know how to deal with them, and they don't hurt me at all because I, quite frankly, don't care. When you have done all to stand, stand some more. Now that is definitely who I am, Stuart, and it's who you are too. Yes, and connecting with my people. So I am in Fort Myers, Florida, Gracie. I am at the largest Toyota dealership, one of the largest in the country. It's not the largest, but it is top 5 for sure. Nicola says, it makes me so mad. Like, nobody cares what you think. You're just wasting time showing us who you are. But I'm not wasting time, Nicole, because most of you can see the truth. It's only those very few people who just, they might not even be real. Number one, they could be bots, or they have some kind of an ulterior motive, or they're being paid. You know, paid protesters, and they come on to a show like mine and try to disparage me and make me not want to do what I do. There's those people. But they can't hurt me, so don't worry, and they'll never hurt you. You guys know who I am. I show up for you every single day. for the past 11 years. That's a long time. You know, influencers, they come and they go, and you will see them maybe do a show every single day for a month, and then they can't handle it, and then they leave. But I don't do that. The past 11 years, every single day. How can you not trust a person who shows up for you every single day? And I'm not saying there haven't been 1 or 2 days where I've had to take a day off. It happens. You know, I am a person just like you are, and I have a life. And I don't get paid to do this either, by the way. Yes, I do get money from YouTube and Facebook. And it's like, altogether, it might be $10 a day. Like, do you work for $10 a day? But here's the thing. I don't really care. I don't care about the money. I'm not doing it for money. And I don't really live with this desire to have a lot of money, because I have always kind of lived on a symbiotic basis with everybody. You know, I was adopted as a tiny baby. When I came into this world, they took me away from my mother. And I didn't even own the clothes on my back. And for 2 weeks, I was in foster care until I met my forever family. But that is not lost on me, that my whole life has been to be in service to others and to make everyone around me happy. Because that's what I do. I spread joy and happiness. It's what I've done since I was a little tiny baby, and it's my survival. What, ramen noodles? No, don't eat ramen noodles, Nicole. They are not good for you. I'd rather eat nothing than eat bad food. And that's why I fast a lot. So you can say whatever you want about me, but I do things that most people aren't willing to do. And I live in a way that most people aren't willing to live this way. But for me, it works. It just works so well. I don't know anything about the Hasidic Community Center. I'm not part of it. So I believe that everybody on earth believed that we were all in this together. Unfortunately, people are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. People are people, so why should it be? You and I should get along so awfully. Do, do, do. We have learned to be abounded, but also abased. Stuart, tell me more. Happy either way. Yes, you do have to be happy. You know what, Fred? I have done well for myself. Sometimes I do. I feel great in sadness at having lost my grandparents, my parents, my husband, and most recently my dog. And that has been devastating for me. But I know I'll see them again. Ramen, soda, frozen fries, cooked chips, apples, and cereal. Everything but apples. Don't eat any of those things. Just eat apples. Hello, Frankfurt. Wie geht es dir? Jill, I'm not just saying this, and you'll never know because you haven't met me in person, but I'm so proud of you. Oh, Nicole. Thank you. I'm proud of you, too. Outsider says, I hope you don't mind me saying, but you're absolutely stunning. You seem like a beautiful person on the inside as well. Love your smile. It's infectious. Thank you, Outsider. And thank you for that compliment. I do appreciate compliments when they're given like that. So all you guys, you want to compliment a woman, Outsider shows you how to do it. Mango, yes, mangoes are good to eat. Mangoes are good for you. And here in Florida, you can just pick them off the trees. Ja, ich rede Deutsch. Sorry, ich rede Schweizerdeutsch. I speak Swiss German, so not really German. But usually Germans, they understand me and they hear my accent. I am a many-faceted woman. I am a free-range woman, and I am like no one you maybe have ever met. But then again, I might be just like you. Loss doesn't create character, it reveals it. Because Stuart is so deep. I love it when Stuart Gorham is on here because he is one of the best. He's a very deep person with a lot of really great outlooks on life. Yeah, thank you. Yes, Gracie, that was a nice compliment. And I do appreciate it. Especially for all those young people come on and start calling me grandma and say I look old. And the one that makes fun of my my tan lines because I squint in the sun. You know, a lot of women can't handle that. A lot of women do have their whole identity based on how they look. And I have worked really hard to not have my identity based on how I look. That's why I started my life as a writer. Because I noticed that the way I looked always got a little bit too much attention that really wasn't warranted. You know, when you are pretty, people think things about you that maybe have nothing to do with you. And I never liked that. I always wanted to reveal my true self through writing because I'm a writer. I've been a writer since I could pick up a pen. And by the way, if you have a child in your life, a little child who is ready to learn how to write by hand, please teach them. Don't expect the teachers to do it. They're not going to do it. You have to teach all the kids how to write. It's very important for their fine motor skills and to develop their minds. Writing with handwriting is one of the most important things that you can learn, and they don't let them learn anymore. Oh no, Ashley thinks I'm judging her again. Ashley, I didn't even see you. But I don't think you should eat all that. I'm not judging you. I'm helping you. The reason you shouldn't eat that is because it's poisonous. So how could I be judging you? I just don't understand people who take something, internalize it, and then automatically, and this is usually the younger generation, everything offends them. Stuart, I've noticed that you look exactly like Jill. That's awesome. Selena, husband gone, 3 grown boys who haven't married, and no grandbabies. My heart goes out to you. I am about to get that dream, is about to come true for me in a couple of months. So I definitely feel for you because it's taken a while for me to have what I really want in life, which is a family. That's what we all want. And in fact, that's what God wants the most, is for you to choose him as your family. And when I chose God as my forever family, and my Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, it made my life so much better. Bye, Ashley. You know, people who are annoyed by me, why do they come on and have to tell me about it? Why don't you just leave? It just is very strange, isn't it? Oh, more. Okay, that's how you don't give a compliment to a woman. But I'll take it, Foxy chick. I'll take it. Oh, you're the annoying one. Okay, Nicole. I think she's annoyed by me too. You know, some people just don't want to hear the truth, and they get angry when it comes to knocking. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to go check on my car now and see if it's ready. But I really enjoyed spending the last half hour or so with you. And like I say, keep your eyes peeled to the beach report because we're going to have a lot of fun this week. We're going to go exploring all over South Florida. Oh, you totally have permission to ban your cousin. Yes, Nicole. And Nicole, let that also be a lesson to you because you tried to be nice to her. And I tried to be nice to her as a result. And look how she kicked us both in the teeth. And Stuart so appreciates those that hold accountable the truth. They are my truest friends. I agree, Stuart. You don't do anybody any favors when you lie to them about anything. Lies are not helpful. Nicole. That actually wasn't the worst compliment I've ever had. All right, well, I see a flag here, and there's flags all around because we are at a dealership. So why don't we sing our favorite song before I go? And I hope that you also sing with me. If tomorrow all the things are gone I worked for all my life, and if I had to start again with just my children in my life, thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom. Gloria, you're live, and you can't take that away. Sing it with me, Gloria. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. But there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, sing it with me, that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died who gave this right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Gracie, I love Texas too, and yes, we will pray for your person, Nicole, always. I'll have to come on earlier. Prayers go out for all of our service people and veterans. Indeed. Thank you, Fred. As always, wonderful time spending time with you on the Beach Report. We'll see you on the next one. Ciao for now.